Anyway, I hope everybody can clearly hear me and see my screen. I hope you don't have any problem. Perfect. Thanks, Gordon and Maxwell, for the feedbacks. Okay. Great. Looks so far so good. Okay, someone is coming up. Good. 16. Someone is still coming. 17. Okay. Well, I think we can start now. So, hello again, and thank you for attending the webinar. So, for who don't know me, my name is Stefano Damiano. I'm a PowerINSPECT applications engineer. So, let's have a look at what we have in our agenda today. In this session, I will show you how PowerINSPECT can easily measure a part using either the laser scanner or the tactile probe. In order to do what just said, we'll be using the Creaform Metroscan and a faro arm as measuring devices. I will then show you how PowerINSPECT can triangulate a point cloud so that we can obtain a mesh and extract geometric features from a point cloud or recognize a determined features while scanning. Then I will give you a brief demonstration on how to combine the laser scanning inspection with the tactile one. And finally, I will show you how PowerINSPECT outputs all the results in the report. Okay, so let's start talking about laser scanning with using a Creaform device. So I have just created a video for this. So let's play it. So the first thing to do obviously is add a CAD. So we'll select the CAD, we'll open it. There it is. So we go back to the sequence tree tab, open a point cloud group. If we are happy with the parameters, then select point cloud, and PowerINSPECT we use the VX element software provided by Creaform to acquire point from it. So that's my hand, that's me, just scanning the part that you can see there. So I hope the image is clear enough, you can see the laser beam. So you can notice that what we are acquiring is not a point cloud, but it's just a mesh. So they are just triangulated point cloud. So when we finish and we're happy with our scanning, we stop it, and we see what we got. We accept the scan, and immediately after PowerINSPECT acquire the points into it. So we zoom out, we see the triangulated points, so the mesh. Because we got some points at the bottom, we will clean it up a bit, the mesh, so we will remove basically the points obtained by scanning the table. So we got just the part. After this, obviously we need to create an alignment. So to create an alignment, we use point cloud big points alignment. So we need to get at least 3 reference points for using this alignment. So I will get the first reference point on the top, clicking the corresponding point on the CAD. So the second point on the side, third point on the other side. After that, just click OK and zooming again, we see the part which is correctly aligned. So we can see that PowerINSPECT project automatically after getting the alignment, so that we see the error map and we see the points projected. So we can obviously filter the unprojected points, so we have just a projected point. So you can see in few clicks how quick and easy it is to get an alignment, to scan, acquire point, get an alignment, and see the points projected on the part. Obviously then we can set up different parameters, but this is out of the scope of this webinar. I see a question, just let me see. Okay, good to hear, Max Gordon. Yes, perfect. Right, I hope it's everything clear. So I will just move on, and in this new slide I will use, instead of a cuneiform device, a firearm, as you can see. So I click again the video, and that's me again, scanning a different part this time. So as you can notice, now we are scanning directly from PowerINSPECT, so we are not using the VX element software provided by cuneiform. So you can see how PowerINSPECT can show you live the position of the points in X, Y, Z, and also how the view rotates according to the orientation of the laser scanner as well. So after this, just a quick scan, we accept, and that's our result. So nice and easy, few click, and that's it. Now the other thing is that a new fantastic feature has been added in PowerINSPECT 2015, and it is the ability to triangulate point cloud. This is a big advantage when, for example, you want to reverse engineering a model, and moreover, with this new ability, the cuneiform device is now fully supported, as we can scan directly into PowerINSPECT. We can see also from this slide that there is a dialog that gives us more control on the point cloud triangulation. So if we want to set up a parameter about the minimum distance between points, or whole film maximum diameter, or after this we want to create a new point cloud, or we want to edit the existing one, we need to just check that box. So a new feature, more PowerINSPECT becoming more and more versatile and offering more and more options for any kind of scenarios. After this, I want to talk about tactile probing now. So the fantastic flexibility provided by PowerINSPECT is easily evident when switching from the laser scanner mode to the tactile mode, just with one single click. But why would I need to combine tactile probing with the result of the laser scanning? Well, there is a number of reasons. For example, to inspect part of the model or features which are hard to inspect, or maybe not possible to inspect at all, due, for example, to the laser scanner limitations. For example, let's imagine that we have a part having translucence or bad reflectivity areas, or maybe a part which has deep cones or cylinders, so that the laser beam doesn't get the bottom of the cone or the cylinder. So we will have a partial scanning of the model, and this is some kind of thing that we want to avoid. That's why we can combine the two. So where the laser beam can get, we can just switch to the tactile probing and just continue our measuring with the tactile probing. But anyway, I will give you just a demo shortly. In fact, it's a demo time, so let's jump in PowerINSPECT. Okay, This is our fantastic software. So we have now this model here is already aligned, as you can see, and also I best fit it. So what I want to show you is how to scan directly from PowerINSPECT, not from the VX element that we previously saw this time, the last previously. So we can just go in the point cloud group. So if we are happy with our default tolerance, we can just click OK, and now we have the error map bar here that's showing what's the tolerance band straight away. So now the only thing we have to do is just clicking on the point cloud, and PowerINSPECT goes straight away in measuring mode. So I'm going to grab the firearm, which is here, even if you can't see it. Okay, so start scanning. Okay, I'll try to get a good scan. I'll be nice and slowly. Okay, let's scan a bit over here. Okay, I think should be fine. Like this. Okay. Okay, let's go. On my chair. Okay, let's accept. So we can see now that PowerINSPECT, when we have a part already aligned, it just as soon as we scan, it automatically projects the point on the part. So you can see in real time the part which are bad and the parts which are good. So it's very nice and user-friendly way to see straight away whether the part is good or not. So we can see here, and the red part here, where the part basically has some, critical area. Also, we have some point here which I would like to remove. Actually, we remove. I will use my handy rectangle peaking selector. So we'll just select this point. Delete this one. Obviously, with this toolbar we can do many other things, but we need a dedicated session for explaining all these commands and everything. Okay, should be fine. So I want now to show you a couple of things. So let's hide the CAD, for example. And then let's suppose that I want to extract the diameter of this circle here. Okay, how we can do that? It's really easy. Just again, in the rectangle peaking mode, we just select the point around the circle, okay, and then click on paste spatial, and you can see how PowerINSPECT fits a circle considering the point that we select by the rectangle peaking mode. And the same thing we could do with a slot, but actually because I put my part in the picture, we had a bit of noise here, so we have to be careful when we use the selector, obviously, because PowerINSPECT is trying to fit the geometric item on the area that we select. So if the scan is not good, we might have some unexpected result. I have a question. How can we change the scale of the projection color, for instance, +1? Okay, yes, really easy. Really easy, Gonzalo. So in here we can set here the scale, so depending on what we want, so -0.1 for example, +0.1. Okay. Okay. The bar should be somewhere. Let me see if. This should be enabled again. Okay, there should be a bar here showing that what we just done. It might be, I don't know. I have to find out why it doesn't appear. But anyway, we can anyway. Obviously change the tolerance and the bar as well. But for some reason, I don't see it here. Okay, so after this, I said previously that we can triangulate points, so we can get a mesh from point cloud. That's even easier, just one click. We select the point cloud that we want to triangulate, and then we click on triangulate point cloud. The dialog that we saw in the slide previously just comes up, and if we are happy with these options, just click OK. If we make invisible that the previous point cloud, we will see the mesh, the resulting mesh. By default, they are the mesh is not projected. If we want to project the mesh on the CAD, we need just to click, select the mesh, and click on project points. So if we highlight the CAD again, we can see either the mesh or the CAD, so we can see easily again where the part is good and where is not, depending on the tolerance selected, obviously. So so let's suppose now that, okay, in this case this part hasn't got any particular area where the laser can't get to, but for example, let's suppose that this part has, I don't know, some critical point that we want to inspect and the laser is not good enough. So I want to switch to a tactile probing. So to do that, we need to just click on here, edit database, and from here select our tactile probe, which is in this case a 3mm bell probe. Click OK. Job done. So now if we hide this, the point cloud, the mesh we got, and create a surface inspection point, for example. Surface inspection group, and get our probe again. I will get some point. I'll get the stream of point, or pick geometric features, or do whatever you want with your tactile probe. So I just show you how easy, fast, and versatile PowerINSPECT is. Just with a few clicks we can either scan or just with a tactile probe pick points around. Is everything okay? Are you happy with this so far? If you're okay, we can just move on and talk about, okay, let's jump back to our PowerPoint. Oh, 2 questions. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's talk about report. So obviously we measured the part, we got everything we need. So now another fundamental point is the report. So we enhanced our report, especially for point cloud. Now we can export or output the report if we want, or we can just output a distribution chart or the statistics, or both, by clicking on the general tab here on the point cloud group, and we can see our graph and our stats right in the HTML report. So giving a way to also print out, see in the HTML report, export the report, print it out, giving the user more flexibility. 2 questions. Oh no, that's the previous way. Okay, I have to delete how I forgot to delete the questions. Uh, Obviously, we also improve the report relative to section groups, and inspection groups. How? We create a new tab called Report tab. So what we can do with this new tab, we can decide what the HTML report will display. So if I want just a point list displayed in my report, or I want repeat CAD view on each page, so I want to see the tolerance plot, or the statistic table, or the distribution chart, or a combination of these, we can now easily decide just by going on the report tab and click what the user needs or the customer needs. So I think it's very nice and user-friendly new feature, and makes the report even more customizable. Okay, just now we will jump in PowerINSPECT, and I will show you how to do it in PowerINSPECT. So let's start with okay, yes. For example, in the report, if I click on the report now, so I have the geometric group, the point cloud with my graphics and the stats. So of the point cloud 4 and the point cloud 5. So first of all, I don't want to see the point cloud 4. So double click, go to the general tab. I don't want to output in the report. So straight away, point cloud 4 is gone. Now let's now consider the point cloud 5. So I want now that just the distribution chart without statistics, okay? Okay. Oh yes, this is the group. Yes, okay. The point cloud group and the point cloud 5. Yes, so if I want delete, I want output this in the report, and I want output just this, I will just see one single chart, exactly what I want. There is a question. 1 second. Okay, team, no problem. Just email me any question you have. Okay. So yes, where were we? So you can see from really, as I told you before, just by checking this box, how PowerINSPECT can update straight away the report, or what we can see in the report. Obviously, the same thing we can do using in the inspection group tab. So if I double click, I go to report tab, and for example, I want to see just the point list of my inspection group 2. So the inspection group 2, just the point list as I want. Now the other thing that I didn't mention, but it's new in PowerINSPECT 15, was the bar, the tolerance bar in the point cloud. But for some reason, I don't know why it's not appearing. But anyway, believe me that it's a new feature, and we can have it here, and it will change depending on which high tolerance and low tolerance we decide to select. Okay, I think this is it. Have you got any question? Obviously, if you then I don't know, any question will come up, just you can always drop me an email or just send me anything, and I will be glad to answer. Hand raise. Oh, we have 3 questions. Okay. Where is the bar? The bar is just at the bottom and last door at the right. In the view menu, yeah, the bar will be displayed in the view menu, and also it will be displayed when you. This is what I want to show. If you go back to PowerINSPECT, and in theory we have the bar, we can take a screenshot and then put in the report. So you can have the bar, you can have the point cloud, and more information for the user. Huh. Yes. If the 2-point clouds have different tolerance values, then the bar disappear for some reason. Might be a bug or yeah, it might be a bug at this point. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoy, Gary. I hope it's not the last webinar you will attend. Yes, I will investigate and see whether it's a bug or it's just, I don't know, it doesn't like me. Yes, I will, Gonzalo, I will. I didn't like it actually at all. But it's the first time, obviously. You know how things usually go. You know, when you have to present, something goes wrong for sure. Before, when I was practicing, everything was fine. So if I can reproduce it, obviously I will erase a task and we will fix it. Everybody is okay? Happy? Okay, anyway, guys, really, for any question, please don't hesitate to email me or contact me, and I will be glad to answer all your questions. Okay? Have a fantastic day, and see you at the next webinar then.